Revelation 11:2. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. In the holy city shall they tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashir Shai, Bashim Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Mosul that rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect. Wanted to get into this word, leave out, in the Greek, in Revelation 11:2, which clearly states that the temple, the court that is without the temple, which the temple is representative of the nation of Israel, okay? And going back into the ancient custom, that the actual temple, the literal temple as well, okay? And then it's also can be, it can be applied as like a connotation to the kingdom, right? Because the Israel is a people before it's a place, all right? It's essentially telling you that the court which is given unto the Gentiles, the heathen nation, has nothing to do with Israel. It's supposed to be left out, okay? So let's go into it. It's a super cut on any apostasy, on the heresy that the heathen nations could have any involvement in this thing of ours, in the Heavenly Father's the inner circle, right? The salvation, the kingdom, the establishment of the nation of Israel. Okay? This is that word, to leave, right? Because the temple is holy, which means separate. It is separate from the Gentiles, separate from the natural Gentiles, from the heathen nations. Okay? So they won't have any type of involvement or have no part in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? They're only going to be in a strict and harsh servitude capacity, right? And there's levels to everything. Some will have it fucking a whole hell of a lot worse, like Esau, until he's destroyed. And other heathen, they're going to have it a whole hell of a lot worse. But then some might have it not so fucking hard, but they're going to be in that servile capacity for eternity, okay, and have no part of this thing. There's a spectrum and a range to all things, really, okay? Just like that phrase, there's levels to this shit. It says, and that not being excrement to this, there's going, just as there's levels to shit, there's going to be levels to this magnificent order that the Heavenly Father is going to set up. This is the Greek word ekbalo. It means to cast out. So they're not just to be left out and not included. To be not included is synonymous with being excluded. Ex meaning out, right? But it says to cast them out, to drive them out, to send them out with the notion of violence. Okay? Says a thing excrement from the belly into the sink. And it's heavy because excrement is like shit. Okay? And they are. What does it talk about? The heathen being profane. Okay? That which is not holy, the opposite of holy is an antonym to holy is profane. Okay? Which means outside. Which means like outside the temple. Okay? So literally, they are to be profaned, to compel one to depart, to bid one to depart, and stern. though not violent language, but it just contradicted that when it said that they're to be casted, driven, and sent out. All right? To draw out with force, to tear out, to reject with implication of force, overcoming opposite force. And they have been an opposite force unto us. They did not mention that they would have us under their foot. They would fucking tread upon us, meaning that they would stomp us out. And they have done that. Esau, Edom has done that, because that's what it's in reference to, the 42 months, which is 3.5 years, but is representative of the 350 years of hardcore bondage that we were in to Esau, Edom in this last captivity. See, that was prophetic to the so-called America, the so-called U.S., which is the Great Babylon, to that captivity from 1619 to 1969, right? And it didn't mention it until the end of so-called end of slavery, the emancipation, which was just a transfer of property. So we were still in fucking captivity, and it ending in 1969 because the chains were taken off of the elect through the Spirit with the loosing of the seals of this truth through Abba Bivens, because he didn't say, Elijah, I will send you Elijah the prophet for the great and terrible day of Yahweh Bashir Yahushai, and he will turn the hearts of the sons back to the Father. And that was like the chains being fucking broken. That was the start of this thing, of this man going down as well. So this has been an ongoing process since that time, 1970, of the transition. Okay, things are gradual at first. It's a transition of power. This man going down, right? Thence have I brought thee down. That's another associative prophecy to us being returned to the Heavenly Father. Okay, and this man going down. There's going to be a shift, right? A transition of power. And we're trudging along toward that parting asunder of times. It says to reject with contempt, to cast off or away. All right? To expel, to pluck, pull, take, thrust out. See? Send them away. So they have no part in the state. And that's plain. It even speaks about how, I believe it's in Psalm 147, when you go into the breakdown in the Hebrew for, they haven't been shown the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. His, meaning his essence, what he's about, who he is, his secrets, his statutes, his judgments. Okay, they have not known them. He has not showed them to them. Okay, they have no involvement in this thing whatsoever. All right. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakha Kodash. Shalom.